You're listening to the Down to the Wire podcast. You're a weekly podcast that brings you all things sports and more at St. Genevieve High School. I am your host, Alex Bosler. Welcome back to another Down to the Wire podcast here. I'm here with the Emeralds dance team. They're here to introduce themselves and talk. A little bit about how the seasons have gone.
Hi, I'm Kyra Kreitler.
And I'm Olivia Kirchner.
So we're just going to jump in straight to the questions. I'm going to go with a personal one first. What kind of made you guys fall in love with dance to start?
First, I just want to say I'm so honored to be on this podcast. We have been
So
waiting.
We're fans.
We are extreme fans of this podcast, and we are so excited to be honored on this podcast.
Yes.
So what made you guys fall in love with dance personally?
Okay, I have a kind of a long story. Do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I feel like dance is really popularized in the media right now. So I feel like it was just kind of on TikTok. They have like big UDA national TikToks, and I don't know. It just seems kind of fun. And I also wanted to be a part of something with like a sport or just a part of the school, just something to do after school. So I feel like, honestly, I didn't go into it thinking I was going to really actually like it. But then I ended up really liking it just because it's a good team atmosphere and it's just fun.
Okay, so actually Olivia introduced me to dance starting sophomore year of winter season. But first, way back in my freshman year, I played volleyball, but I ended up getting a pretty bad knee injury. I actually tore one of the rarest ligaments apparently in your knee, PCL. I had no idea what that meant or what it was, but I went through a bunch of physical therapy and ended up not playing my freshman year of volleyball season, and then I actually did play softball, but I really wasn't loving it. And then I went into my sophomore season playing volleyball again. It's a really humbling experience, I feel like, whenever you get injured, because you have to like relearn everything and kind of like readjust to what you were used to, and it's really humbling, I feel like. So I had to kind of relearn everything, but I didn't feel like my same love that I felt for it like freshman season. So I didn't play junior year or senior year, but then Olivia introduced dance sophomore year, and that's kind of where I fell in love with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice. That's two great stories you guys say. You know, obviously, Kyra, you had you played a lot of sports freshman, sophomore year, but Olivia, you kind of just started off right away. So that's, there's two different routes you can take to it. What are both of your guys' favorite dances that you've done this year, either fall or winter?
Oh my God, it's so hard because I feel like once we do dances, it's hard to remember them.
Also with dance, I feel like everything starts out really fun to learn it. But then after you do like the process of cleaning it, it's not as enjoyable.
Mm-mm.
Like I've noticed that, and just I feel like maybe being a senior has something to do with that. It's not as exciting. We've already gone through like football season, but I think a favorite dance of mine would definitely have to be, we did a dance to Rock Your Body.
Oh yes.
Fall season, I really liked that because it was pom, but it also was kind of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I wasn't too worried about it looking perfect either, because it was just kind of a fun dance in general.
Mm-hmm. I'd say one of my favorite dances, it was probably the Like a Boy dance that you choreographed.
I love that dance.
And one dance that I really wanted to do, but I missed out on last junior year, homecoming, your guys'
Palmer team?
Yes, the girl, what was it?
It was Who Run the World.
Yeah, that one. It was Chef's Kiss.
I like pom dances, I think, though. I
Yes.
think that's the trend that I've noticed with myself is pom dances, for sure.
I really like hip-hop. I feel like I can get more into the music doing hip-hop, but I also really do love pom as well.
Yeah, speaking of like songs or themes, do you guys have how do you guys decide what songs or themes to dance to? Is there do you guys try to do so many hip-hop and then so many pom and then like so many different, what kind of categories do you guys go by as well?
I feel like this year is kind of the first year besides our sophomore year that we actually tried to do a jazz dance. Like, I feel like before we've never tried to do one, and I think that it still even almost gave like a hip-hop dance
Yes,
this year.
it's really nice having, how many freshmen we had?
I think we had
5 new incoming freshmen who all had dance experience coming in, so it was really easy to choreograph like harder and more tricks into these dances because they had that dance background and experience. So
and they're really versatile, so they could like do anything.
Yeah, that was really nice. But I feel like we just kind of like go with whatever song we hear.
I also think that the media has so much to do with it. Like UDA Nationals, it kind of comes at the end of our winter season, but they have so many good ideas. There's so many different teams that do cool, innovative things, and so I think that just like gives a lot of ideas for us.
We pretty much go off of that and what we see.
Yeah. Of course, the media plays a big role in that. You know, if you see someone else do a dance, you might want to try it and then kind of add your own little twist to it. So that's cool.
That's literally exactly what we do.
Have you guys ever had a performance go completely different than planned?
Oh my God.
Like an unexpected one, kind of.
So every time before we go and dance, we kind of do a little period of we go and stretch and we do our dance a few times. And over fall season, it was actually right before Rock Your Body, we have a jump split in one of our dances. And we were all stretching, getting ready for it. And then one of our girls goes to do it just to kind of make sure she stretched and totally like tore like all the ligaments in her leg. Like she fractured something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it was her hip that she messed up.
But it was crazy because, I mean, we had done that so many times. And she was a competitive dancer, so it kind of just like, I think it just happened.
Yeah, we had to reblock our dance, move people around in different spots, and it was just hard to kind of do because it's literally last minute and you go on in 2 minutes.
There were so many parts that we would like go through the dance and we're like, oh wait, that part is a partner part, we also have to change that. Like you just kind of forget how much goes into it. Like it's just hard to change it.
A lot of people also forget time. I mean, it's not just like you guys are also performing in front of lots of, you know, football fans or whoever's even there to see you. Like even around the winter season, there's people there. Like you kind of just have to go off the flow because you want to make it good for them. Yeah. And that's obviously the main goal. But like that could be very stressful, especially if somebody gets injured.
Yeah. Another thing I will say is sometimes music plays a big role. Like
music does play a big role.
You have to be ready at all times is key because you don't know when they're going to start your music. So you just kind of have to be ready. There was actually a time last fall season where the music just was awful.
Oh yeah, we didn't have any music play for us.
We stood out there, and just imagine us in a low squat standing. This was after. This was after that like 3-hour rain delay, lightning delay, so whatever delay you want to call it. It's midnight. Everyone like half the stands are gone. People are like miserable, sitting in puddles in the bleachers, and we're just out there in a low squat waiting for our music to play.
And no one was
literally, we were there for how long were we there? Like sitting in that squat for?
I would say like 2 minutes because everyone just kind of kept looking up.
2 minutes straight.
And so then we tried to use a speaker. No one could hear the speaker, so it kind of just looked like we were dancing to no music.
Yes.
And then my freshman year,
it was the most embarrassing
at
thing
State,
ever.
Our music just stopped in the middle of the dance.
Yes.
And so
competition is a whole nother story.
Yeah, because that's like you're expected to keep dancing if your
music.
Yeah.
You have to go off of counts. That's why counts in dance is really important.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was probably the most humiliating thing ever.
That was pretty bad.
I feel like you guys could go on and on about stories throughout the years.
There's plenty.
This would be about
it's
4 hours.
It's one of those things, like there's so many, we've had so many different teams.
Yes.
Like it changes, like there's so many different
changes probably every season.
Yeah.
Because there's like girls doing volleyball, there's girls doing cross country, track. So we really don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
Is there any like girls that you guys looked up to when you were younger, kind of, and then you try to like embrace their role that you're in now?
I loved the Emeralds when I was younger. That was probably my favorite part of like the assemblies and stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like I knew really any dancers when I was younger though. I think I just saw them as a whole and like liked the idea of it. Like just like they like always looked pretty.
Yeah.
They always looked like they were having fun, and I think I wanted to be probably like that. I assume.
Yeah, same for me. Me being so new to it, coming in kind of in the middle of the year, Yeah.
What does kind of a normal practice look like for you guys? Like, how often do you guys practice, and then like how long? What do you guys do at practices?
So our practices are kind of like,
they're pretty chill.
Yeah, they're really down to earth, but I mean, we do a lot of diverse things. Like it could be something different one day and then something like completely different. Like we could be working on hip hop one day.
We definitely focus on one dance most of the time, I think.
So when we have a game, like let's just say, for instance, like for fall season, they'd be having football games every Friday. So we'd practice that specific dance that we're going to perform that Friday throughout the whole week, and then perfect it to perform it that Friday.
I also don't think people realize that we practice like the whole summer. Like we learn all of our dances for fall at least all during the summer. Whether it's like we go to camp and get some dances then, or we'll make them, and then we spend like the week before actually planning them.
You guys have what is your favorite season, winter or fall? I feel like we know.
Fall, 1,000%. And
you're just not really a part of the game on basketball. Like I feel like we're kind of a whole separate thing.
Fall
we just come
is
out at halftime.
peak season because you're coming off of summer. It's warm. It's still sunny outside. You're tan, and like you don't have to lather and self-tan. You're like, you don't have the winter uglies.
We get ready with all the cheerleaders. It feels very like teenage girl, really fun.
It's like you don't have a game like basketball. You have maybe like 2 or 3 games a week. Football, you have 1 game every Friday, so you feel relaxed. And it's
also, like, you just are more a part of the game with, like, Football Fridays, I feel like, because we do the assemblies, which is kind of our own type of thing.
Homecoming.
We don't really do anything like that for winter, so it kind of feels like it's an unknown type of, like, club almost. I don't really know.
Yeah, so I'd definitely 1,000%.
I feel like also it's like in the winter too, sometimes you guys are having to perform like the same dances in a row, which is probably like...
You get drained out so fast.
Especially for you guys.
You could probably relate too
because
coming from football straight into basketball,
it's pretty draining, especially with not like even, you need at least like a month break to really understand what's going on.
And like, especially like, you go from football to basketball. It's 2 different sports. Us is the same sport for so many months in a row.
We start in like June, and then we go all the way to like, the end of February doing the same thing.
Yeah.
What is your typical game day routine? Do you guys do the same thing? Like, is it very similar for the fall and the winter, or do you guys kind of switch it up?
I would say it's the same thing. Like kind of the last question where we're like, fall has so much more going on. We try to meet at common grounds in the morning as a team. We can't do that every time with winter just because it's like you can't wake up that early that many times a week. Some weeks. But we go to common grounds as a team, and then in the fall we would go into the gym and practice our spots for like when we perform at the assemblies. And then honestly after school we would just go to the football field, mark our spots on that football field. And then we'd go eat as a team, which was probably one of my favorite things that we do as a team. I love getting dinner as a team.
Yes, it's a really great team bonding experience.
And you can tell, like, the difference from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. Like, we
have
so much more
become
talkative.
so close, yes.
And then we honestly, it's kind of the same for fall and winter. We just get ready all together. We listen to music. I would say for fall, I think it's probably more exciting to get ready because you're with, like, a ton more girls. And then we just go out. For fall, we do our sidelines the first and second quarter. And then we do halftime, and then third quarter we would get off, and then fourth quarter we would just do sidelines. But for basketball, all you really do is just kind of sit there until you perform.
Yeah.
And you're kind of free to go.
Yeah.
I know you guys do like dance with the younger kids. Could you kind of like describe what it is and like what do you guys call it? And how like the experience I guess that is.
So it's called Little Gyms.
Just teach them a dance.
Think of 100 little kids crammed into a gym.
It's 100 versus
saying
like
6, 7 all the time. We like doing counts. We'd be like 6, 7.
I think that it's one of those things where it's like they also all want to be your friend so bad that it's like literally at one point we all get like kind of our own grade level to kind of work with. And literally, it's like 20 versus just you.
Yes.
And it's like the type of thing where they're climbing all over you. They're trying to show you
going
tricks
to
so
the bathroom. Half of them are crying on the ground. Half of them are doing God knows what in the corner, fighting each other. Like,
but
it's
a good fundraiser.
Yes, it's really good.
And they look up to us a lot, so I really do think. And like on game days, they get so excited to see us, and they'll stay for halftime.
Yeah,
you
it's
can
really
see them
cute.
watching you. It's really cute. It's just really stressful because we had so many less people during fall. We had like 5 people.
Yes.
We didn't have that many people trying to
handle,
wrangle all those kids.
Yeah, and that could also like benefit them when they get older. Like maybe they'll be like, hey,
I
did it when I was young. Maybe I'll either do cheer or emerald.
They do really look up to us.
They really.
And I really do. They're so cute. They still.
They're like,
they
my
say hi to me in public
emeralds.
still. They know my name and say hi to me in public. It's like my favorite thing.
Yes.
I got a funnier question for you guys. You guys will probably be able to ramble forever. Who's the funniest or most unpredictable team member? Either during practice or just randomly, you never know what this person's going to say or do.
Okay, so it's probably all the freshman girls.
I'd say as a whole, I would just say, yeah, the freshmen. We kind of just sit there and watch. We have matured so much thinking about ourselves from
we
freshman
are
year
literally
to now.
moms to
Like,
them.
it feels like we're mothers.
Oh my god, they are literally insane. If they listen to us, they know who they are. Aubrey, Addison, you guys are a little
insane.
You guys are insane.
I will say it does feel very much like younger sister type. Like, I think that the amount of times I've been tripped in the hallway, and then I look behind me and it's a freshman, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Or like driving them around
like,
is so funny because
my name's getting screamed down the hallway.
Like, I
and
can't wait till I have my license. And I'm
yes, they are insane.
But they add so much. Like, without them, it would not be as fun. Like, I really do enjoy them around.
Is there one thing when you look back on your senior year or just in total that you'll, like, remember? Or is there something you, like, a message that you want to take from the Emeralds that they've taught you, kind of?
I think, personally for me, mine would be my freshman year. Because we just were not a serious team. We did competition, but we were not serious. Like, we literally were kind of more just, like, best friends that kind of just did dance together. But we had 3 foreign exchange students on that team. And so it was just a lot of fun. It was, like, mainly older girls, which I think made it more fun. There were only 2 freshmen compared to now it's, like, mainly all freshmen. So I feel like I think I felt cool to be their friend, but I also, like, enjoyed being around them. And we would actually hang out outside of school. We'd have sleepovers all the time. Like, probably, could you imagine going to a competition, but the night before you have a sleepover in one basement and we all got ready together? Like, that just isn't, like, that's not realistic, but we would do stuff like that because we honestly just wanted to have fun together. And that was probably, like, the most fun team I've been a part of.
Yeah, kind of stuff, like, you'll remember, but it's not necessarily all serious all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a message. My message would probably be just try it. Like, I was so scared to start Emeralds, and I know there's so many girls coming up to us asking, should I join? And the thing is, you just have to try it. You're never really going to know until you just try it.
Yeah.
So that was my whole thing, like quitting volleyball, quitting softball. You just have to try it. It's going to be scary, but you just literally have to do it.
And being honest, if you have rhythm, like, you can learn pretty quickly.
Yes, coming from a little dance background, like I literally grew up on gymnastics and acro, no dance at all. And I just did it, and it's so easy. It's really easy, and we are so fun. I swear.
I think it is. It's like it's so fun, and honestly, if you're also looking for just something to get involved, I think that's another thing. I feel like Emeralds is such like a
medium.
Experience.
It's medium sport. So if you're really like, no, I don't want to do volleyball because that's a little bit too much, but I don't want to do, something. I don't want to do nothing. Emeralds is a really good medium.
I feel like it's pretty low pressure too. I feel like you would think it's a lot of pressure dancing in front of people. But honestly, like, it's just fun. I would say more than anything.
Yeah, that's one thing I feel like that I went into earlier about how it's like, it feels like it's a big pressure, but like kind of when you're out there, it's just almost like comes back natural, like from when you're practicing and stuff. Like,
it's muscle memory.
Yeah. And I honestly am more focused on I honestly watch you guys, like, the other people dance more. I'm like, I forget that the crowd's even there.
Yeah, you don't realize, but you have a whole other, like, you have 5 other people out there. Yeah. It's not just you.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing the same thing you're doing, so it's not just you doing it.
Well, I appreciate you girls for taking your time out of your class to come join me today. This was a fun one to record. Do you guys have any final remarks you want to say? Or kind of like
join Emeralds.
I would agree. Join Emeralds.
We are fun, and
we do a lot of fun things. I mean, we get to your sport is getting ready, putting on a cute, like, palm dress and dancing. Like,
not scary.
It's not scary. It's super fun. And, yeah, it's a positive experience, I'd say.
Yeah.
Well, again, I appreciate you guys coming out. I'm here with the Emeralds dance team. I was
the Emeralds dance team.
Supposed to specify that. So thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Down to the Wire. We'll see you guys next time.
Signing off, the SJHS Emeralds. We out. Come watch us.
Thank you for listening to the Down to the Wire podcast, your weekly podcast that brings you all things sports and more at St. Genevieve High School. We upload weekly podcasts and hope that you will return for next week's exciting episode. Everybody have a great day, and we will see you guys next time. You're listening to
Ms. Olivia Kirchner. Our next senior is Ms. Tyra Kreitler. Tyra is escorted by Mary Kay and Dennis Kreitler. She has been a part of Emeralds for 3 years and has earned academic All-State twice and captain twice. Tyra enjoys spending time with family and friends, shopping, watching movies, tanning, reading, and spending time with her boyfriend Alex. She was also a member of volleyball for 2 years, softball for 1, NAHS for 4 years, executive committee for 1, FCCLA for 1 year, and an A-plus member. Tyra's future plans include attending UMKC in the fall and pursuing a degree in architecture. She wants to live in a nice house and make lots of money to go shopping with, have a big dog, and travel the world. Ms. Tyra Kreitler. Our next senior is Mr. Alex Bosler. Alex is escorted by Kevin and Krista Bosler. Alex has been involved in high school basketball all 4 years, earning all-conference 1 time and all-district team 2 times. Alex enjoys watching sports, hunting, hanging with his friends, and hanging out with his girlfriend, Kyra. Alex has been a part of the Ste.Genevieve football team for 2 years. He has been a mentor for 2 years, and he is in the A-plus program. Alex's future plans are to go to college to study sports broadcasting and journalism, and eventually work for a professional sports team as a broadcaster. He plans to follow God through it all and live a happy life. Mr. Alex Bosler. Our next senior is Mr. Eli Bennett. He's the next Eli from the Colvin. Eli has been a part of the Ste.Genevieve High School basketball team for 4 years. Eli enjoys playing basketball, spending time with his dogs, collecting shoes, and playing music. Eli has been a part of SCA for 4 years, football 4 years, Friends 4 years, Suco 4 years, baseball 3 years, Spirit Club 2 years, Chess Club 2 years, Mentors 2 years, and has been a class officer for 4 years. Eli's future plans are to go to Missouri State, get a bachelor's degree in business and sales. After that, Eli plans to get a job in sales and stay close to home. He wants to start a family and have 2 dogs. Eli wants a big house with a large garage for all his cars. Eli is excited to see what life throws at him. Mr. Eli Pennant. Our final senior is Mr. Jeffrey Hunter. Jeffrey is being escorted by Jeff and Laura Hunter. Jeffrey has been a part of high school basketball all 4 years. His hobbies include fishing with Parker and Broden, playing basketball with the boys, and being outside. Jeffrey plans to attend St. Louis Community College for electrical engineering and work on cars with his dad. Mr. Jeffrey Hunter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like a round of applause for all of our seniors this year.
And now, coming to you live and local. Using Dragon Pride, this is SGHS Sports Stream. Powered by Wirecast. Sponsored by Wayne Doza's Auto Body and Auto Sales. And Zeros, and exclusively brought to you by Ste. Genevieve High School.
All right. All right, welcome to tonight's matchup between Ste. Genevieve Dragons and the visiting West County Bulldogs. Bulldogs come in tonight for the senior night for St. Gen as they are hosting here their last game of the season at home as they play West County. Coming into tonight's game, St. Gen is 14-8 with a season record. Compared to West County Bulldogs, they are 10-13 on the season. Both teams have close records. They played each other pretty well this season. St. Gen averaging about 62 points a game to West County Bulldogs. They're averaging about 56. St. Gen allowing about 57.7 points a game, and West County Bulldogs a little stingier, allowing about 52.2 points a game. So both are pretty even average as far as that goes, and looking to finish out this week here as they just finished off the conference play. St. Gen placed third in conference play this season at the tournament and look to try and finish strong here going into district play coming up here. If you're just tuning in, St. Gen will have two more broadcasts for basketball this season next week, as it'll be Monday. We basically will be having senior night with Perryville and the girls, and then also again on Friday against Potosi. And we'll be back for after this. All right, welcome to tonight's matchup between Ste. Genevieve Dragons and West County Bulldogs. Bulldogs coming into tonight's game as the visiting team. St. Gen hosting for senior night, so this will be their last home game of the season for the 25-26 season. Dragons tonight hosting a 14-8 record. Will be taking on the West County Bulldogs, who are 10-13. Both teams play pretty well and pretty matched. St. Gen puts up a few more points per game, about 62 to West County's 56. However, St. Gen allows about 57.7 points a game. compared to West County Bulldogs 52.2 points a game. So it should be a pretty good matchup tonight for the final home game and senior night for the St. Genevieve Dragons. Overall matchup history, all-time record right now is 8-11 as St. Gen's won 8 out of their last 9 games over the course of time here. Looking to try and add one tonight. And looking at the visitors lineup tonight, Seth Culkin, number 0, will be starting for the Dogs tonight, along with Wyatt Scherfius. I'm sorry. And number 11, Tatum Harbinson. Number 12, Levi Lashley. And number 31, Wyatt Simile. And for St. Gen starting tonight is number 2, Parker Stromberg. Number 3, Jeffrey Hunter. Number 10, Dominic Johnson. Number 11, Alex Bosler. And number 30, Eli Bennett. As we get ready to tip off here to start the game. St. John's looking to try and get off on an early start here real quick. We'll see what they come out here on defense and offense tonight. And there's the toss. St. Jim will come down with it. Stromberg gives it out to Johnson. Johnson brings it down as they set up. Looks like West County's going to go with a man-to-man as Eli Bennett lights one up from three-point land and hits it fast. And we've seen him do this before where he gets hot real fast. St. Gen in full court man-to-man. Dom up on the point guard, number 11, Tatum Harbison. Harbison dishes it off, and it looks like Scherfius has the ball, dishes it back out. As they take it up to the top of the key, a little miss pass here, loose ball. Nice pass out there by number 31, Wyatt Simile. West County will take the three-point shot, but no go, but they will get the rebound. Nice move inside. Good kick out there to number 31, Simile. Ball's loose, a little razzle-dazzle on the court, and trying to find an outlet as he was falling down. And looks like Lashley throws it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover on the Dogs. And looks like Bosler will inbound for the Dragons here. Ball goes to Johnson. Johnson will set it up again. Dragons kind of spreading it out here. Looks like a double screen up top to Johnson. Alamode picks his poison, gives it back to Bennett atop of the three. Misses the key shot. Rebounded by West County. Scherfius comes down with the ball and comes dribbling down and turns the ball over. Looks like a violation there, and St. Gen will get the ball back again. 3-0 to start off the game here on Bennett's first shot. Stromberg up top, hands it off to Bennett. Bennett, little stutter stop, gives it back to Johnson. Johnson tries to drive inside, puts it on the ground and kicks it, and that'll be out of bounds on the Dragons. It'll be inbounded by Harbison. And looks like he gives it to Culkin. Culkin brings it up. Passes it up top of the key to Scherfius. Scherfius finding Simile there. Simile back over as St. Gen trying to keep it out of the paint here right now, and that's exactly where West County wants it, in the paint. Culkin pulls it out and looks to kind of open the thing up. Nice defense by Stromberg. He's all over him. Hunter gets beat, but then it's back over to Simile. Simile drives the lane, kicks it out to number 2, Scherfius. Scherfius, nice move inside, and hits paint for 2 as West County gets on the board. St. Gen wasted no time bringing the ball down. Dom with the ball, gives it over to Bosler. Bosler drives the middle of the lane. Nice move inside and converts the layup. And that'll be 2 points in answer. And nice move there by West County getting back as number 31, Wyatt Simile, wastes no time. And nice dish outside, and he converts as the score's 5-4 here. St. Gen a little lazy coming up the middle. And Bennett, nice cut inside, is able to convert off the board from the block. He scores 2. And West County comes back again. Scherfius drives, nothing there. Gives it to Simile. Simile hands off over to Harbison. Harbison on the wing, trying to look at something inside. Obviously, he's going to be looking for his big man, Simile, underneath. And he tries to give it to him. Dom's able to get in front as they kind of high-low him between Hunter and Dom. And that ball will be West County's as they inbound here. Harbison trying to find something inside. Gives it to Simile. Simile against Bennett. He kicks it back out, and they'll swing it around over to Scherfius. Scherfius right back to Culkin, and it's going to be, again, another turnover as it's an offensive foul, as there's an offensive charge there, and that will go against West County as number 2, it looks like. Scherfius drives into St. Gen, so St. Gen will get the ball on the turnover. Gives it over to Stomberg, top of the key, gives it to Bosler. Bosler inside pass to Bennett. Bennett over to Hunter. Hunter clogged up, and Dom with a three-point opportunity drains it. And that'll be 3 for St. Gen as Dom hits one up top. Harbison brings it down here as he kicks it out over to Culkin. Trying to go for a screen as they double team up. More like a triple team here, and somebody's got to be open somewhere. Nice move inside there by Simile as he fakes the pass and drives right up in the lane. St. Gen brings it down quick. Stomberg over to Hunter. Hunter looking inside, gives it to Bennett from deep, and he drains it. And that's 2 threes for Bennett, and that'll be 13-6 with 4:10 left to play as it's turning into a back and forth shuffle for both teams. St. Gen coming out a little bit hot on the outside and missed too many shots on goal right now as far as that goes, and getting a few lucky turnovers there thanks to West County, and they're definitely taking advantage of it as they go up by 7. It's far from over and far from being too far gone here. 4:10 first quarter of play. 30-second timeout was taken by West County to try and rattle the troops here and kind of get them back on track and to get kind of St. Gen out of that rhythm that they're going on right now. St. Gen looks like they're going to come out either full court man-to-man or they're going to press. And it looks like it's just going to be a full court man-to-man as Dom takes Harbison down the court here as they match up. Scherfius has the ball up top, swings it over to Simile. Simile trying to look inside, almost throws it away, but Culkin makes a good grab and able to keep it on the wing. Back to Scherfius. Scherfius dribbles to the top of the key, kicks it back out to Culkin. Culkin looking inside to Simile, and that's going to be a foul on Dom as he's reaching and grabbing. Good job by Simile, able to maintain. Dom probably saved an opportunity at an easy block shot there by the foul. And got a substitution in as Kreitler comes in for, looks like Stomberg. So Simile kicks it out top to Harbison. Harbison back into the middle to Simile as he comes from inside. Nice move inside, and Simile is definitely the lead runner right now for West County, keeping them in it. Dom at the top of the key gives it to Hunter. Hunter's going to shoot a tray and drains it. And St. Gen right now is hot offensively. Harbison bringing the ball back. 16-8 right now. Kicks it over to Scherfius. Scherfius looking for the screen off of Simile, gets it. And Culkin over to the wing, kicks it back up to Simile. He looks inside and gets the ball to Harbison. Harbison drives, draws the foul off of Hunter. He will miss the shot, but he will go to the line for 2. And that'll stop the clock with 3:10 left to play in the first quarter of play. So Lashley, I said Harbison, but I meant Lashley, goes to the line here and shoots. A little short on the rim there on that first shot. And Sutton will replace Johnson for the Dragons. So Levi Lashley at the line here, looking to try and drain one for the Bulldogs. The ball's up and in. Hunter goes to rebound, and everybody runs away. Bosler will get the ball now as he takes over for Dom up top on the ball handling skills. Bosler, top of the key, tries to feed it to Hunter. Hunter kicks it out to Broden, and Kreitler drains it on the first shot as he comes in. So nice job, man. St. Gen is hitting their threes tonight as they're pretty hot. West County brings the ball back down. They give it over to Scherfius. Scherfius swings it over to number 11, Harbison. Harbison back over to Culkin. And Culkin top of the key here as they set up here. Looking inside to Simile. Simile, nice easy move. He had Sutton on the back end and nothing you could do about that. Bosler wastes no time bringing it down. Kicks it out to Hunter. Hunter feeling lucky, shoots another one and drains it. And that's 2 in a row. It's 22-11. 2:22 left to play. St. Gen too busy showboating, and West County gets the ball down quick, and there's a foul by, it looks like, Bennett. That'll be his first foul. And another 30-second timeout called by West County, as St. Gen pretty hot right now offensively as they're putting the ball up and draining it. We'll take that 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a moment.
This winter season, share the flavor of Ciro's with a Ciro's restaurant gift card. Perfect for friends, family, teachers, teammates, and anyone who loves good food and good vibes. Whether it's a cozy dinner, a quick bite, or your favorite Ciro's dish, a gift card lets them enjoy it their way. Easy to give, fun to receive, and delicious every time. Pick yours up today at your local Ciro's restaurant and make someone's season extra tasty. This winter season.
All right, so we're back from a little sponsor from Ciro's. If you're out there and you're hungry, go ahead and order a pie from Ciro's or some wings or maybe some of the cheese sticks. The food's good, warm and well made. All right, so coming out of that 30-second timeout here, West County will inbound the ball on a foul by Bennett on the line. Colkin will take it out. And he looks to inbound here. And he finds his man. And Simile will put it in again. So Simile, 10 points on the day for him already. So he's got 10 out of the 13 points for West County. Bosler trying to go inside to Sutton. Nice pass. And just Sutton not able to convert off the block. West County gets the ball and brings it down, not wasting any time. Pushes really quick. And they give the ball over to Colkin. And he kicks it out to number 11, Harbison. Harbison at top of the key trying to find Simile underneath. Simile trying back door and is going to bounce around, and Lashley's going to come up with it and convert 2 points off of that. Bosler gets the ball back in with 1:40 left as he kicks it over to Kreitler. And Bosler inside to Sutton. Sutton throws the ball away, and the ball is, looks like there was an attempt there by somebody from West County. As he's going out of bounds, he slung it behind him. So St. Gen's going to retain the ball here, as it looked like it was Colkin. Colkin went out of bounds and hit pretty hard, but he's up and okay, and he's back in. He took a hit pretty solid, but it looks like he's all right. Just knocked a few water bottles around, so he's going to come in. And it looks like a double substitution for St. Gen as Fritsch comes in, and so does Johnson. Stomberg inbounds to Johnson. Johnson kicks it over to Kreitler. Kreitler swings it around back to Johnson, top of the key. Kreitler again on the wing. Sutton trying to work it inside, kicks it over to Stomberg on the wing, opposite side. Nice move by Dom inside. Little stop and pop. Not able to come down with it. Stomberg kicks it back in, but throws it to the other team. And Scherfius drives down. They're going to kick it over to their man who's scoring right now underneath. Simile wide open. Kicks it over to Scherfius. Scherfius back over to the top, over to number 11, Harbison. Harbison swings it over to Colkin. Colkin on the wing right now, trying to get a moving screen violation. Didn't get that one. Kicks it over to Simile. He's going to try and pop it out to Scherfius. Scherfius inside to number 12, Lashley. Nice turn and shot, just misses. Sutton with the rebound. And St. Gen will bring it down with 35 seconds left. Nice controlled effort there by West County. They just weren't able to convert on the shot, but they did get a good one off. Sutton up top, kicks it to Johnson, and St. Gen being patient, looking for a good shot here. Plenty of time with 19 seconds. Coleman calls him to pull it out and reset up, and looks like a screen and roll, no go. Johnson trying to look inside. Kicks it out to Kreitler. Kreitler puts it up with 3 seconds left, misses. Johnson gets a rebound and shoots again from three-point land and misses. And that's the way it'll go down in the first period. It's Dragons lead 22-15 as we go into the second quarter play in this first half. And we'll be back in a moment.
When an accident happens, you don't just need a mechanic. You need a team that knows the game. At Dwayne Doza Auto Body, we bring over a century of combined experience to every repair. We're certified and approved for all insurance needs, and we specialize in taking the stress out of the process. Dealing with a high deductible? We're here to help you save 50 to 100% on those out-of-pocket costs. From full-service collision repair to our brand new mobile glass service, all our work is 100% guaranteed. Don't get sidelined by a damaged vehicle. Call 573-883-9996 for a quote, or visit us at 590 St. Gen Drive right here in St. Genevieve. Dwayne Doza Auto Body will get you back in the driver's seat.
All right, coming back from our time in between quarters here. We start the second quarter, and looks like the Dogs will be coming out with the ball first as they inbound over to Scherfius. He will bring it down with Bennett on top. Nice back door. Not available there, though. And they kick it back out to the top. Culkin looking inside over to back to Culkin. And that was over from Harbison. So Scherfius has the ball. Looking inside to number 42, Parker Therrell. Parker not able to do anything inside. Kicks it back out to Simile as they're going to try and work him inside. Simile swings it over to Culkin. Culkin looking inside, throws it away as he was attempting to try and get it to Therrell. Therrell just wasn't able to connect. And St. Gen have a little communication issue there. So they kick it out to Hunter. Hunter inside to Bosler. Bosler back door inside to Fritsch. Fritsch is able to convert from the block. So that'll be 2 points for number 15, Simon Fritsch. West County wasting no time, brings it down. Culkin looking inside, looking to give it up, and gives it or attempting to give it to Therrell. Therrell just absolutely falls on Stomberg. Stomberg with the ball. Foul will go on Parker Therrell. And Stomberg will be replaced by Johnson as he's a little squashed. Bosler will inbound to Dom as we continue play here. 6:53 in the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, St. Gen led the first quarter of play. Got pretty hot offensively and then kind of cooled down there in the last 2 minutes. Johnson off the screen, kicks it over to Bennett for a three, and Bennett misses. Fritsch not able to rebound. Scherfius gives it over to Culkin, and Culkin looking to pull it out. Looks inside again. Nice play by Simon Fritsch as he gets the ball in the steal. St. Gen will bring the ball down. Dom with it up top. Looking to kick it to Bosler on the outside. Bosler inside to Bennett. Bennett back out to Dom. Dom kicks it all the way out to Hunter for three, and he misses. Good rebound there by Therrell, and he gives it up to Culkin. Scherfius drives, misses the layup, hits his head, and is on the ground a little bit. And Hunter tries to baseball pass one inside, throws it away, and Scherfius able to get up and get the ball. Scherfius gets the ball tucked away by Hunter from behind. It'll go out of bounds at half court, and West County will retain with 5:53 left to play. 24-15 right now in the second quarter. West County inbounds. And Scherfius has the ball up top. Let's see what he does with it. Kicks it out to Culkin. Culkin trying to look inside. They give it to their man. Scherfius on the outside is able to inbound underneath to Therrell. Therrell able to convert off the block for two. Nice job by West County swinging it around after Simile brought it over. Johnson sends it over to Bosler. Bosler looking for Hunter. Looks inside to Fritsch and throws it away. Fritsch not able to convert or position himself to get the pass. Culkin with the ball up top of the key here. Trying to work it inside. Bosler with defense. Nice effort on the outside hand, but it ends up knocking the ball out. 5:15 left to play here in the first half. And St. Gen leading by 7 here. And the inbound to Scherfius. Scherfius looking inside, and Bosler not able to steal that one, and that's going to be scored there by Simile. Nice job inside move by him, and he is having a game so far in the first half with 12 points. Johnson up top of the key, swings it over to Bosler. Bosler looking inside, nothing there, dishes it to Hunter on the outside, and Hunter drains it from the baseline. 3-point play by him, a nice job by St. Gen. Scherfius up top. Hands off real quick to Culkin. And they got 4 across here. Free throw line extended. They kick it out or try to kick it out to number 15, Brendan Wilson, who's in for the first time today for West County. That ball was kicked out of bounds. So Culkin will probably inbound over to Sherfius as the Dogs retain. Sherfius looking inside. Goes over to the left. Gives it over to Wilson. Inbounded inside, of course, to Simile, and he just nails it. Again from the block. He's been solid in the paint as Simile converts another one. 27-21 right now as they kick it out to Stomberg. Stomberg trying to look inside here. Being patient, send it over to Bennett. Bennett to Johnson. Johnson top of the key. Back over to Bennett for a 3, and he misses that one. And West County will get that ball, but then they turn it over as Bennett anticipates the pass. And they were unsuccessful in getting it to Culkin. St. Gen will retain possession and bring it back over, and Coach Coleman will call timeout as he doesn't like what he sees right now from his team. And that'll give us a chance to go to our sponsor. We'll be right back.
When life throws you a dent, a ding, or a breakdown, we've got your back at Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales with certified technicians that'll bring your car back to life. Fast, affordable, and done right the first time. So if you're ever in trouble or need a repair, call Dwayne Doza at 573-883-9996. When life
That was from our sponsor, Dwayne Doza, Auto Body Sales. Appreciate his efforts. Good business. If you need to get your windshield changed, you got a crack in it, or you just need it absolutely switched out, go to him. Great body work. I hit a deer over the fall and thought my truck was over, and they repaired it, and it looks perfect. So can't complain. They do good work and very affordable, and they'll work with you. Dwayne Auto Body Doza, thank you, sir. Johnson on the outside, working it inside to Hunter. Hunter picks it up and gives it to Bosler at the top of the key. Bosler brings it out to try and set up here as they are set up in a matchup zone. And Bosler throws it up, but not before he draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2 with 3:32 left to play in the first half. And that'll be number 12, Levi Lashley. That is his first foul of the night. Bosler misses the first one as he tries to settle in here and hit the next one. And ball's up and good. Thorell will inbound over to Sherfius. Sherfius brings it up, and Sherfius almost turns it over, is able to recover here as looks like Culkin gives it over to Simile. Simile back over to Sherfius. Sherfius out to number 42, Parker Thurl. Parker tries to set the screen for Culkin. Good defense there by Stomberg, and he pulls out a little bit, and 5 seconds. Nice defense by Stomberg as he forces the turnover. 5-second play there, and St. Gen will get the ball on the turnover here with 3:03 left to play. Bosler inbounds to Dom. And it looks like they're in a 1-2-2 matchup zone here as they go to kick out. Swing it out over to Stomberg. Stomberg back to Johnson at the top of the key. Overload to the right now as they look weak side. And it's tipped over to Kreitler. Kreitler back to Stomberg from the wing. Wing over into nice inbound pass there and to Bosler by Johnson. And Bosler seeing Hunter cut over, tried to nonchalantly pass that ball inside for an easy block. Shot from the block, but it's hit out of bounds on the foot. Bosler inbounds to Kreitler. Kreitler hands off to Hunter, and Hunter drains a 3 as he heats up. And that'll be his second one. Culkin has the ball from the wing. He pulls up for a 3 and nails it. Nothing but net. St. Gen wasted no time, brings it back over again. And they kick it to Bosler. Bosler will drive inside for a bucket. 2 points there for Bosler. 2:15, and nice hustle by Lashley for West County. He's able to get back and beat St. Gen getting back, which has got to be frustrating Coach Coleman. He shouldn't be having his team getting beat off a shot. And Lashley is fouled by number 11. That's Alex Bosler. Bosler gets his first foul, but not before Lashley scores, and so he's trying to get 3 the hard way. And ball's live, misses that one. Sutton rebounds, and action will ensue. Bosler inside, kicks it back out to Dom. Dom drives inside for a layup and is fouled, and he'll get 2 shots from the line. 33-26, St. Gen leads with 1:58 left to play in the second quarter. That will be Parker Therrell's second foul of the night, number 42. Dom will go to the line for 2 as he attempts the first of 2 here. And the first one will go. We'll see how the pace either quickens or shortens here coming into what happens here after this shot with going into the end of the second quarter. Dom hits the second one, and St. Gen picks up their men. They will stay in a man-to-man defense here as number 11, Harbison, brings it up, kicks it over to Tatum. Tatum looking to give it over to Lashley. Lashley working inside to Therrell. Therrell back up to the top, trying to find Simile underneath as they're trying to isolate. It's not happening, and Therrell turns the ball over on a pass that was initially meant for Harbison, but just wasn't meant to be. Simile tried to inbound it in really quick before it went out of bounds, but wasn't fast enough, so that'll be a turnover. St. Gen will inbound here. And 1:33 left to play. Dom over to Bosler. Bosler back to Dom, top of the key, as they stay in a 1-2-2 defense against St. Gen. St. Gen being patient here, trying to work something inside as they look at the short corner. They'll give it to Sutton from baseline 3. He misses, and it'll be rebounded by Therrell, and West County brings it up. Harbison with the ball, top of the key. He dishes out to Tatum as he moves inside. Tatum still up top. Inside to Therrell. Therrell pops out here, top of the key, swings it over to Simile. Simile almost turns that one over to Harbison, but he maintains it. Lashley over to Simile. Simile drives, kicks it out, gives it to Therrell. Back over to the top of the key for Therrell, and he'll dish it over to Harbison. Harbison back over to Lashley. Lashley has to kick it back out to Tatum as St. Gen's defense is playing pretty stingy, but not this time as they gave up one, as Lashley manages to find the block, and they were able to inbound there as there was like kind of a collision on defense, leaving the man open. St. Gen wastes no time. Bosler up for 3, drains it with 21 seconds left as they respond. West County down by 10 here with 15 seconds left to play. Harbison bringing it up, looking for maybe one shot here to try and convert. They give it to Tatum. You got to think they're going to be looking for Simile underneath. And Tatum, he just pulls up for a tray and just nudges the backboard, but no show. So that is what the score will continue to be going into the first. They're ending the first half. St. Gen ahead 38-28 as they have a 10-point lead as we'll start the third quarter of play in about 10 minutes. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to another night of SGHS Sports. Before we get to the action, let's talk about the team behind our broadcast, Ciro's Family Restaurant. For over 30 years, this downtown St. Gen landmark has been a local favorite, known for its incredible pizza, delicious sandwiches, varietal pasta, and cool suds. Whether you're dining in, enjoying the patio, or just need a quick bite, with curbside pickup, Ciro's has you covered. They even have a great salad bar to go. Ciro's Family Restaurant, the official sponsor of the SGHS Sports Stream and Down to the Wire podcast. Grab a slice and let's get ready to cheer on the Dragons. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
All right, if you're tuning in, we're going to have a performance here by the Emeralds. And we will showcase this, and we'll be back in a moment. But for right now, check out the Emeralds as they do a live performance. performance from the Emeralds live, and we'll be back in a moment. back from halftime shenanigans here as we're starting the second half of the game. St. Gen up by 10 here, 38-28, as they led in the first half. St. Gen been pretty much on top since the start and haven't been behind yet, although West County has been hanging in there and getting close. I think the closest they got within 6. And then St. Gen just keeps hitting a couple threes and then maybe a turnover here and conversion by St. Gen off the turnover. So St. Gen been doing the little things tonight to keep themselves ahead, but I know that they've probably been talked to by their coach about getting back after the score. West County wasted no time, and they've got a couple little shots real quick based on the fact that they just push the ball faster and they get it out. So St. Gen will get the ball coming out to start the third quarter of play. Bennett inbounds to Johnson, and Johnson will bring it up. Stomberg kind of cutting over. Give it to Bennett on baseline. Gives it inside to Hunter. Back over to Bennett. And Bennett shoots the tray and nails it from the baseline as Bennett's a little hot today. West County wasting no time. Inbounds as Harbison brings it up. Kicks it over to Culkin. And looks like there's a little movement inside as number 12, looks like Lashley, hammers into somebody and gets the offensive foul. 7:37 left to play, 41-28. Johnson drives inside, kicks it out, and converts off the block. Nice drive there by Johnson and conversion. Culkin taking the ball, wasting no time, brings it down. Pulls it out to the top of the key here, over to the wing. Throws the ball, and good defense there by Johnson. Not enough, though, to turn it over, and waiting in the wings is Lashley. Nice inside pass there by Harbison for the assist. Johnson takes it back to Bosler as the pace picks up real quick. Johnson drives again to the inside, draws the foul, and is not able to convert. Foul's going to be on number 31, Wyatt Simile, as Johnson leaves his feet and gets fouled. He will go to the line for 2. Johnson will go to the line. And he nails well, it's in and out. Johnson driving into the lane like a little impala, or what do they say, Rapala, like an impala, like fishing lure that would be on a line. Hard to catch and hard to pull in. He nails that one, though. And he inbounds to Harbison as he brings it down quickly for West County, and they kick it over to Culkin. Culkin on the wing. He can throw something inside, gives it to Thorell. Thorell up top of the key over to Simile. Simile from three-point land looking inside. Yeah. Nice little dish over to Harbison, back to Simile. Simile pulls it out, kicks it over to Thorell. Thorell inside to Lashley. Lashley, nice move inside and a little ring around the collar, but it goes in. Good move on Bosler as he's starting to heat up here. Dom brings it down here. Lashley with 11 points. Stomberg kicks it back to Hunter. Hunter pulls up from deep and drains it as he gets hot from three-point land, as I think he's hit 3 or 4 tonight. Harbison back up the top. 6:09 left to play in the third quarter. Gives it over to Culkin. Culkin over there to Thorell. Thorell trying to look inside. Swings it back over to Harbison as they're trying to work their 3 bigs inside. Little pick and roll there by Simile. They kick it back out to Culkin. Culkin inside to Harbison. Harbison tries to give it to Thorell. Little miscue. Simile will finish that one. And that is going to be a charge as Simile pulls up hard to drive inside, and he fouls Bennett. Bennett does a good job as he gets the offensive foul. And that'll be their 3rd team foul as Simile picks up his 2nd foul this quarter. 5:40 left to play here. St. Gen leading. Kicks it over to Bosler. Bosler drives inside. Is able to penetrate and convert on the left-handed free throw. That'll be 2 points for him. And timeout for West County as St. Gen's starting to pull ahead here, 49-32, as they're doing all the little things right. West County's coach not too happy here, and it'll be a full timeout, and we'll be back in a moment.
It takes a community to build a great team, and that's why we are so proud to partner with Ciro's Family Restaurant, a downtown tradition for over 30 years. Ciro's is the perfect place to celebrate a win or just grab a great meal. From their famous pizzas to fantastic pasta and savory sandwiches, they've got all the fuel you need to get loud for the Dragons. Dine in, outdoor seating, or curbside pickup, however you want it. Ciro's delivers. Ciro's Family Restaurant, our sponsor and your spot for great food. Click on the QR code or go online to check out their updated menu at cirosrestaurant.com/menus.
And another shout out to our sponsors, Dwayne Doe's Auto Body and Ciro's. As we come out of the timeout, and West County wasting no time, brings it down. Harbison with the ball, top of the key, kicks it over to Culkin. They try to double team him and get a trap, but Dom's going to draw a quick foul, reach it in, and that'll be his second foul of the game. Culkin will inbound for the Bulldogs. Gives it over to Simley. Simley over to Lashley. Lashley to the outside there. Harbison back over to Simley. As Simley picks it up and gives it back over to Culkin. St. Gen still staying in a man-to-man defense. Culkin tries to drive, no go there. The pick and roll was there. He wasn't able to get it. Dom able to deflect the pass over to Simley inside. Nice job by the Dragons keeping the ball out of the paint. As they kick it back to Harbison, he'll take it top of the key, work something in. Simley deep on the wing. Pick and roll underneath Farrell. Farrell not able to come up with the ball. Turned over by Johnson. And Johnson gets to Bosler. Bosler is blocked by number 12, Lashley. They inbound real quick. Culkin all alone has a chance to shoot. He pulls back for a tray. Hits it off the board. Nothing there. Bennett, fast break, goes up for the layup. Not able to convert. And Simile will get the ball. Back and forth actions quick right now as Harbison kicks it over to Culkin. Culkin goes baseline, and it is blocked. Rebounded by Thorell. He shoots and misses. Johnson inbounds on a ball going out of bounds. Nice last-second play there as it goes off of Lashley. And Dragons will get the ball as we have a substitution here. Sutton comes in, and so does Kreitler. They will replace Bennett and Stomberg. 4:05 left to play here as the clock goes. West County in a 1-2-2 zone defense as they give it to Kreitler. He goes to the top of the key, tries to give it inside to Hunter. Hunter inside to Sutton, and Sutton takes too many steps and turns the ball over. And that'll be a turnover for St. Gen. 3:50 left to play as West County inbounds and Harbison brings it up. 49-32. St. Gen in fairly decent shape right now going in the third quarter. Similarly over to Thurl. Thurl over to, looks like Culkin. Culkin kind of pulled his ankle there and fell down, and the ball just went out of bounds as he tried to stop and cut back, and just his foot slipped out from under him. So that'll be a turnover for him, and West County's coach replaces him real quick with number 15, Brendan Wilson. Making sure his ankle's okay. Johnson will bring the ball up here. St. Gen running underneath. Kicks it out to Kreitler. Kreitler over to Bosler. Bosler to Dom. Dom to Hunter in the paint and misses the shot. It's a high percentage shot. Sutton able to strip it to Bosler. Bosler back to Sutton. Sutton not able to convert. And Simile will get the rebound, but not before Sutton fouls him. Oh, no, it's going to be stepping out of bounds. So good defense by Sutton as he forces Simile, who is kind of dribbling out the baseline, steps out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Bosler back to Kreitler outside. Hunter pulls up for a tray. Hits rim. Rebounded by Bosler. Bosler goes up and is able to convert underneath. And that'll be 2 points for Bosler with 2:57 left to play in the third quarter. St. Gen still controlling the boards here. They are in a man-to-man defense as Harbison's up top. Dishes it over to number 15, Wilson. Wilson Back over to Simile. Simile tries to move inside. Not able. Lashley looking to try and drive. Ball is hit from behind by Hunter and goes out of bounds. West County will retain. Harbison looking to inbound here. He inbounds it to Thorell, who converts off the block. 2 points for him. Bosler catches him with their pants down and is able to score and get the foul from Thorell from behind. Nice job by Bosler, and Dom seeing him coming as he gets the pass in. 2:29 left to play. That'll be 3 fouls now for Parker Thorell as he was caught napping. Bosler trying to get 3 the hard way. Drains it, and Bosler will be replaced by Bennett. 2:29 left to play in the third quarter, and West County's going to need to start offensively scoring here and limiting the turnovers. Wilson top of the key here. He's in trouble. Throws it inside to Lashley. Nice move on the outside, and that'll be a blocking foul by Sutton as he will draw the foul, and that will be Sutton's first foul of the night, and it'll send Lashley to the line for 2. Clock stops at 2:15 in the third quarter. Lashley drains the first one as he attempts the second one. And the ball is up and out. Good rebound by Hunter as he kicks it to Dom. Dom wasting no time bringing it up. Swings it over to Kreitler. Kreitler to Hunter. Hunter wastes no time to shoot the tray. It is off. Rebounded by Lashley, and he dishes it out to Harbison. And Harbison is going to bring it up and give it to Wilson. Wilson steps up, gives it back over to Harbison for a deep 3, and he drains it. Nice shot by Harbison. St. Jim brings it in quick as they bring it right down. Dom drives underneath, gives it to Hunter. Hunter not able to convert, and it is rebounded by Simile, and West County looking to convert here. Nice inside pass to Thorell as he was all alone by Harbison. Thorell goes up and shoots, gets fouled by Bennett, and he'll go to the line for 2. So just when you thought West County might be out, they converted 5 points and could convert another 7 unanswered here due to turnovers and fouls. And there's 1 of 2. Looks like number 22, Tucker Reed, will come in for West County, and looks like Dom and Hunter will be replaced by Stomberg and Simon Fritsch. Thorell hits the second, and now it's a 14-point game. Greiler kicks it over to Bennett. Bennett over to Stomberg. Stomberg to Sutton inside and gives it to Bennett. Nice move inside. Is not able to convert, though. Harbison gives it up. Tries to lead Thorell. Thorell kicks it out and caught, wow, by number 22, Tucker Reed. And the ball is all over the place. Kreitler will get the steal, and he pulls it up as a little pandemonium on the court. Stomberg from the wing kicks it over to Bennett. Bennett decides to pull up high, misses that shot, and it'll be rebounded by Harbison. Harbison doesn't look to wait as he pushes. Gives it over to Simile. Simile over to Reed. Reed hands off back over to Harbison as he's at the top of the key. They spread it out a little bit, and Reed dribbles to the side, dishes it back over to, looks like, Harbison. Harbison top of the key and throws the ball on an inside move by Sicily. They just weren't on the same page there. It looked like maybe he was going to try and backdoor him, and just wasn't there. 28 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play. St. Gen winning by 14 as it's 54-40. They look to try and convert maybe this last possession. Bennett dribbles out. Almost gets it stolen by Reed. Bennett swings it over to Stomberg. Stomberg over to Kreitler. Kreitler wide open from three-point land and drains it from the baseline. And that'll be 3 points with 1 second left, and they throw a Hail Mary up. And Harbison's shot does not go, so St. Gen at the end of 3, 57-40 as we go into the fourth quarter play. St. Gen right now controlling the boards and the game, and we'll be right back.
Throws you a dent, a ding, or a breakdown, we've got your back at Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales with certified technicians that'll bring your car back to life. Fast, affordable, and done right the first time. So if you're ever in trouble or need a repair, call Dwayne Doza at 573-883-9996. Share the flavor of Ciro's with a Ciro's restaurant gift card. Perfect for friends, family, teachers, teammates, and anyone who loves good food and good vibes. Whether it's a cozy dinner, a quick bite, or your favorite Ciro's dish, a gift card lets them enjoy it their way. Easy to give, fun to receive, and delicious every time. Pick yours up today at your local Ciro's restaurant and make someone's season extra tasty. This winter season.
All right, we're back for a little word from both of our sponsors, Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Ciro's. Our locals, thank you for your support to our program and SGHS Sports Stream. Along with our podcast, Down to the Wire, we had a new one presented today. The Emeralds were interviewed, and we'll have another one coming up on Monday, and that will be with Lucy Hunsley with the color guard. She gave a really good interview, and then we'll be working on our speech and debate team. So coming up right now, West County has the ball as Simile at the top, gives it to Thorell. Thorell looks inside, and that ball is deflected by Hunter, but it is not going to be stolen, and it goes out of bounds. West County will retain with 7:23 left to play. West County trailing by 17 right now. Find them in a spot they didn't want to be in. 10-point game coming at the half. St. Gen's able to increase their lead by 7 going into the third quarter. Reed hands off to Harbison. Harbison top of the key. Looks to drive. Nice move inside and draws the foul. And foul is going to be on number 2, Stomberg. That might be his first foul of the night. West County inbounding here. Wilson inbounding and kind of throws it off Dom. And well, that was Harbison. Harbison comes out and lets Simile, the taller one, come in. They kick it out to Reed. Reed just not able to get the ball. That ball's thrown almost out of bounds. St. Gen will get the turnover. 57-40 here with 7:09 left to play. Dom will bring the ball up. For a little screen there by Bennett. Inside to Bosler. A little jump pop there. Baseline, hits it for 2 points. And they look to get it back. Nice move by Thorell, and great job there by Harbison. Once again, getting behind the defense of St. Gen on the made basket. St. Gen will bring the ball up, 59-42, 6:41 left to play, and that's been a theme for West County. It's been a positive for them, out hustling the Dragons off of a make. Dom looking to drive, little jump stop, and converts. Nice job by Dom there as he hits 2. Harbison brings the ball up for West County. They have no time to waste. The clock is not their friend today. Give it over to Simile. Simile was hot in the first quarter, kind of sizzled out here in the second half. Reed over to Thorell. Thorell tries to dump it into, looks like Lashley, not going to happen. And nice move inside and hustle there by Hunter as he converts and gets 2 off the quick, fast break. And timeout by West County's coach. 5:54 left to play, and it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back. 30-second timeout as West County will retain the ball here as they look to inbound as their coach tries to get them back on track here. Harbison takes the ball out from the top of the key, sent over by Trenton Harbison. Trenton Harbison has the ball, top of the key right now as they're letting a couple of their younger players play, it looks like. Nice move by Harbison to Harbison, and he dribbles around up top. Dish it over there to Reed. Reed inbounds to Simile, and he converts off the block as he's been solid underneath. He is leading all shooters right now for West County with 16 points. Dom will bring it across here as they've gone into a man-to-man defense. And nice move by finger roll Dom as he converts. Simile with the ball, looking to drive inside, and is not able to get the shot off as there's going to be a foul inside. And they're going to give that foul to number 11, Bosler. That'll be Bosler's second foul of the game. West County will take it out as St. Gen has 2 fouls this quarter. 5:05 left to play as St. Gen leading by, looks like, 21 points. And they'll give it to Harbison up top. He drives inside, nothing there. Good ball handling skills by the young man. He turns it over though, but then the older Harbison inbounds over to Lashley, and Lashley able to convert the 2 points as he's fouled in doing so. He'll go to the line for one as he makes that one, and that foul will go on Bennett. And that'll be it looks like they're going to give the foul to number 3, Jeffrey Hunter. So Hunter gets his second foul as Lashley converts. Bosler gets the ball in. 4:45 left to play. Gives it back to Broden. Broden backing backcourt violation as him and Bosler were not on the same page there. 65-47. 4:40 left to play in the fourth quarter as West County will get the turnover, and they'll inbound over to Harbison. Harbison takes it to the wing and back up to the top. Kicks it over to Harbison for a tray and misses it. It'll be rebounded by Simile. Nice job by him. It'll be shot by Harbison. He'll miss it. And Bosler will get the rebound as he pulls up, looking to slow things down for St. Gen. And he drives down the lane and comes all the way through and is going to be fouled on the court, so no shot. That'll be the first foul for West County on this quarter. It was fouled by number 22, and that'll be Tucker Reed. Reed, that'll be his first foul. Bosler looking to inbound here. Gives it up to Hunter. And Hunter over to Sutton. Sutton to Bosler. Bosler over to Bennett, who shoots the tray and misses it. Stomberg inbounds in off the loose ball, not able to get it back inbounds as he throws it away. West County will get the ball here. And timeout is called by Coach Coleman. 4:02 left to play here in the fourth quarter of play, and we'll be back in a moment. Coach Coleman and the Dragons. Dragons have 3 timeouts left in the game to West County's 1. West County will take the ball out here as they rotate some more in as Tristan McCoy will enter the game. Harbison brings it down, hands off to Harbison. drive inside. Harbison inside move there to number 22, Tucker Reed. He will convert off the block for 2 points for West County. St. Gen inbounds it in, gives it to Bennett from the corner. Shoots a tray and misses. Rebounded by Simile. Simile dishes it off to Harbison. He'll bring it down. Swings it over to McCoy. McCoy hands it back off, and McCoy loses the ball. Great defense by Bosler. And it'll be out of bounds by West County. So that'll be a turnover. Good hustle by Bosler. 3:27 left to play as the Dragons inbound. Comfortable lead here, 65-49. And Bosler will get the ball from Hunter. And he is fouled immediately by McCoy. That'll be McCoy's first foul after coming in here. Stomberg will inbound for St. Gen. He'll give it to Bosler. And St. Gen looks to run some offense here. Nice inbound there but to Hunter. Hunter tries to backdoor to Stomberg. Not happening. Turns it over, and he is fouled as Stomberg is fouling Harbison, kind of riding him down the court. And that'll be St. Gen's fourth foul. Next one will put him in bonus. And that is on Stomberg for 2 fouls. Inbounded by McCoy. McCoy over to Simile. Simile back to McCoy. McCoy inside to Harbison. Harbison back to Simile. Simile going to try and take it here. Kicks it back out to Harbison. Harbison for a deep 3 and drains it from NBA land. Nice shot there by West County, number 11. Tatum Harbison. St. Gen gets the ball back in. Ball looks like it was going to go out by Sutton. Sutton kicks it back into Hunter. Hunter's able to convert it off the block for 2 points. Harbison waiting no time, brings it down real quick. Looking for a pick and roll. Picks the ball up here, gives it back to Harbison. Harbison looks to drive. Steps out, gives it to Harbison. Harbison looking inside. He drives baseline, nothing there. He pulls it out and gives it back to Harbison. So it's like the 1-2 Harbison play. This time they dish it back out to Lashley. Lashley will kick it to Harbison. Almost a turnover there. Lashley will get the ball again. He's at 3-point land. Kicks it over to number 3, McCoy. McCoy back over to Harbison. They'll give it to Simile up top. Simile kicks it over to McCoy for 3. McCoy misses. Harbison will rebound and gives it to Simile. Simile will drive the lane, shoot and score. And he's been hot in the paint. And that's 18 points for him tonight. And Lashley's got 17. So those two have had the bulk of the lion's share tonight. Bosler drives, is converting. And timeout real quick by Coach Coleman just to get his players in as he rotates Kreitler and looks like Fritsch in. But it'll be 30 as they'll stand up. With 1:33 left to play, St. Gen leading 69-54. And Coleman rotating a couple other players in as he takes a bunch of the seniors out. And nice job by them tonight as they're playing their last home game for basically the rest of their lives. And hopefully the memories will last for these seniors who are going out into the real world at the end of this year, 2026, or I should say about around June when they graduate. 69-54 is the score right now with 1:33 left to play. St. Gen looking to pick up the win tonight against visiting West County. And McCoy brings the ball up. McCoy sends it out over to number 25, Peyton Boyer. Boyer swings it back out to the inbound over to Thorell. Thorell jumps, shoots, is fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2 as he enters the game again. Or I should say that's McCoy. So McCoy. Got a number of players with the same names. So either they got some brothers or cousins on this team. And Eli McCoy, number 44, hits the first bucket. And hits the second. Sutton inbounds to Dom, and Dom brings it down. Minute 19, 69-56. Kicks it over to Stomberg. Stomberg looking to Pass it back over to the top of the key to Dom. Sutton on the wing, gives it to Fritch. Fritch almost loses it. Inbounds over to Dom underneath. He kicks it out to Stomberg for 3, and Stomberg drains it 72-56. 59 seconds left to play here as number 3, Tristan McCoy, brings it up. McCoy sends it over to number 15, Wilson, and Wilson inbounds over to McCoy. Eli McCoy, number 44, as he converts. 2 points for him. 43 seconds left to play here, 72-58. St. Gen will take the win here tonight. Once the clock runs out, as they kind of run the ball around the gauntlet here. Fritch, the outside, inbounds over to Kreitler. Kreitler inside, throws it away, and it's going to be a backcourt violation as Dom picks it up to keep West County from picking it up and taking it to the hole. 24 seconds left to play as the turnover will go to West County as they look to inbound. McCoy inside, nice pass over to, it looks like Reed. Reed over to McCoy. McCoy misses, and St. Gen will get the rebound as they slow things down with 13 seconds left. Dom looking to try and run the clock out here. And 6 seconds left, and that'll be the end of the game right there as St. Gen goes on to win their last home game of the season for the seniors, 72-58. Mark it in the books as they get their win tonight. St. Gen, as we said, came into tonight's matchup at 14-8. They'll pick up their 15th win of the season and go 15-8 going into next week. Looking at West County Bulldogs, they will fall to 10-14 on the season. If you're looking to check in, we got 2 more games next week as the girls will play as they got their senior night at Perryville on Monday, although there's really no seniors on the girls basketball team this season. It's mostly comprised of sophomores and freshmen. But then they will finish the season out, home game-wise, against Potosi in a makeup game that was missed due to snow earlier. And that'll be on Friday. Both games will be starting at 5:30 for varsity. And hope to see you there. If not, tune in and check us out. It'll be our last 2 basketball games of the season that is going to be broadcast out. And then we'll kind of take a break and move into softball and baseball season. Hard to believe we're almost there going into March. So if you are tuning in, St. Gen won 72-58 against West County. Thanks for joining us, and looks like we are at an end here tonight. And we appreciate your time and watching. And just remember, you're watching SGHS Sports Stream, home of the Dragons. Scan the QR code and subscribe on YouTube today. We appreciate your time, and we will see you next week.